In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on April 17, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus Milwaukee Bucks. Number 6 seed Chicago will be looking for its first playoff win since 2017 when it visits number 3 seed Milwaukee in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on Sunday night. The Bulls have snapped a 4-year playoff drought, as this is their best finish since the 2014 to 2015 season. Milwaukee enters the 2022 postseason as the defending NBA champions. The Bulls are 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 road games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Bucks are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 playoff games as a favorite, and 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games following an against the spread loss. The over is 5-1 in Bulls' last 6 overall. The over is 6-0 in Bucks' last 6 overall. The Bulls are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Milwaukee, and 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. The Bulls limped into the playoffs in poor shape as they'd lost 15 of their last 22 games, and they will be shorthanded to start this series as Lonzo Ball is out, while Alex Caruso and Matt Thomas are both questionable. In contrast, the Bucks are coming into the playoffs with plenty of momentum, and they don't have a single player listed on the injury report. The Bulls struggled down the stretch, losing 4 of their last 5 games and 5 of their last 8 road games. Their defense was a liability, especially on the road, and they had a hard time slowing down the Bucks, who scored 118 points or more against them in their last 3 meetings. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Bucks and will have a hard time keeping them from getting extra scoring opportunities with their offensive rebounding. The Bucks don't have any trouble putting up points at home, and they finished the season on a roll, scoring 127 points or more in 3 of their last 4 games. So expect the Bulls to have a hard time slowing them down. The Bulls do a better job offensively, but they aren't as efficient on the road. They aren't very good on the offensive glass, and they were very careless with the ball in their last 3 games, turning it over more than 17 times per game, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Bucks, who forced 9 turnovers per game in their last 3 games. Experience will also play a big role in this game, with the Bucks being playoff tested and the Bulls having only a few players with playoff experience, so expect the Bulls to keep it close in the first half and the Bucks to create some distance in the second half. I don't blame the Bucks at all for tanking in their final regular season game and avoiding the Brooklyn Nets. This team has been through a lot this season, and facing a slightly easier opponent in the first round will do them well. The Big Three is fully healthy and ready to go, and Brook Lopez has also recovered, giving them an additional body to defend the paint. Against the Bulls, they are pretty much better at every position, and if there's one concern, it's their form against the spread this season. They were only 16-25 against the spread at Pfizer Forum, and with this being a feel-out game, I would advise caution. Milwaukee should win Game 1. There's no question about that. They've won 7 of 9 at home and 7 straight against the Bulls. Winning by more than 10 points is never easy, though, and especially not in Game 1 of the playoffs. Over the last 10 meetings, the Bucks have outscored the Bulls by an average of 14 points per game. The Chicago Bulls were awful over the last month, and they're still dealing with a banged-up roster. The Bulls lost their last 5 games by an average of 15 points while allowing 53.2% shooting from the field. The Milwaukee Bucks are the sort of team that will mop the floor with a lesser opponent, and they beat the Bulls by 21 points on the road a couple of weeks ago. Big number, but the Bulls have to give us some sort of confidence before we can look their way again. So the Milwaukee Bucks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This Chicago team has done nothing over their last 6 regular season games to suggest that they can hold the Bucks to a reasonable points tally. During that stretch, they allowed 130-plus points twice and 120-plus points in 5 games. That's simply not going to cut it against the defending champions, who rank 3rd in offensive efficiency and play at the 7th fastest pace in the NBA. The Bulls rank only 23rd in defensive efficiency, allowing 111 points per 100 possessions. So even if the game slows down a bit, I don't see how they can keep the Bucks from scoring at least 120. The three most recent meetings have averaged 229 points, with the Bucks going over the total in 6 straight and Chicago doing so in 5 of their last 6. The Bulls are averaging 12 points per game and 109 points per game on the road. They averaged 105 points per game in their last 3 games against the Bucks, with Milwaukee giving up 111 points per game at home. The Bulls will hit their average in this game. The Bucks are averaging 115 points per game and 115 points per game at home. They averaged 124 points per game in their last 3 games against the Bulls, with Chicago giving up 112 points per game on the road. The Bucks will score enough points to push the score over the projected total as our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns will begin their quest for the franchise's first NBA title when they host the New Orleans Pelicans in Game 1 of the Western Conference first-round playoffs on Sunday night. New Orleans is the number 8 seed at 36-46 and advanced through the play-in tournament by beating the Los Angeles Clippers 105-101 on the road Friday to cover as a 1.5-point favorite. Phoenix easily has the best record in the NBA at 64-18. Having most recently played last Sunday in a 116-109 home loss to the Sacramento Kings as a 10-point favorite. These teams met 4 times in the regular season, with the Suns winning 3 of those. Although New Orleans did pull off a 117-102 road upset on February 25th, the Pelicans are 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 games as a road underdog and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread win. The Suns are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 Sunday games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The under is 9-4 in Pelicans' last 13 overall. The under is 5-0 in Suns' last 5 overall. The Pelicans are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Phoenix and 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The Phoenix Suns will take a 1-0 series lead on Sunday with a victory at home against New Orleans, but the Pelicans will play well enough to cover the double-digit spread. New Orleans has covered the spread in 7 of the last 10 games played in Phoenix. The backcourt duo of C.J. McCollum and Brandon Ingram are scoring an average of 47 points per game and will keep the Pelicans close throughout. McCollum is shooting 49.3% overall and hitting 39.4% of his attempts from behind the three-point line. Phoenix gives up its fair share of rebounds, and New Orleans finished the regular season 11th in rebounds, averaging 45.2 per game. Phoenix has had plenty of time to prepare for this but could be a bit rusty after not playing for a week. While New Orleans defeated the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday, the Phoenix Suns are clearly the better team here and should be big favorites based on reputation and home court. However, the Suns were just 8-11 against the spread as a double-digit favorite, and they're 19-22 against the spread at home. The New Orleans Pelicans are playing their best ball of the season. They should be confident after what they did in the play-in games, and they've covered 13 of their last 18 road games. The Pelicans lose in the underdog role by an average of just 5 points. It feels like we're stealing an extra bucket or 2, so the New Orleans Pelicans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Phoenix finished the regular season 9th in the NBA in points allowed at 107 points per game. The total has finished under in each of the last 4 games Phoenix has played at home and in 11 off the last 16 when Phoenix is playing on 3 days or more days rest. New Orleans has seen the total finish under in 15 of his last 21 played on the road and in 9 of the last 13 overall. The total finished under in each of the Pelicans' 2 play-in games this week. Overs went 2-2 in this matchup in the regular season, and as things tighten up in the playoffs, in addition to the tired legs for New Orleans, this game could get a little more sluggish. While the Pelicans aren't a particularly efficient defense, they rank 13th in points allowed due to slowing things way down to 97.2 possessions per game, and there's no reason to push things any faster against this elite Suns team. This could be an excellent defensive matchup for the Suns, as Mikal Bridges is Defensive Player of the Year material on the wing to give Ingram a major challenge, while Ayton can also limit the Pelicans on the interior. Expect a slow-paced game as the Suns try to protect the lead, and their third-ranked defense will shut down this New Orleans offense enough for the total to hold. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.